there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's New Comic Book Day. Or at least New Comic Book Day for me. 17 issues, 17 books this week. I was reminded that this is the 5th week of the month. Could it really be the 5th week of the month when I have this many books? I don't know. I guess part of it is independent books don't follow the same type of schedule. It seems to be like the big two, DC and Marvel. They have their schedule based on, because most weeks have 4 weeks in them, so they bottle them on that. Occasionally you get an annual or something like that comes out on the 5th week, but not a whole lot typically. So we'll see what I haven't looked over my list. We'll see what I got. I know I have some kind of DC one-shots in this group, so I know that's where some of that's going to be, but we'll see what the rest of it is, right? I don't really have any what the fugue stuff. I mean, I do. I always have stuff I could talk about, but we'll I don't know. We'll kick it down the road for something else. Anyway, let's look at the books I got this week so I can get reading them. First up, we have Rebels. This is see, now this one isn't called. They were being called. What was it? Rebels of Free and something state. I guess that was the subtitle of that storyline. So this is Rebels. This is the Virginian. This is issue number 6. I think this is going to 8. So I think this is like a 2-issue storyline. I really like that cover. Yeah, a red coat there. I think the Virginian. I think this probably has to do with maybe George Washington. Maybe. I don't know if we'll get that deep into non-fictional characters addressed in a fictional way. I don't know. We'll find out. Always like it. If nothing else, the art by Andre Moody is Mutti, is excellent. I see that coming up in for the Order of December, I think he's doing another independent book. He's doing an image book. I think it's kind of sci-fi like. Really curious about that because I really like his artwork in this. He's got really rich tones. Does lots of cross-hatching type stuff and that sort of thing. Really great with like forests and wood and that sort of thing. So I'm curious to see what a sci-fi-ish type thing would be by him. Would be kind of interesting. Next up, we have Red Hood and the Outlaws. It is an annual. Don't remember ordering this, but that's okay because I've been digging all of the Red Hood and the Outlaw stuff. Just looking to see who did this. So Lobdell wrote it. Kirkham is on art. That's the person who did the cover. Don't know what to think of that. So we'll see what this ends up being like. Looks like we get a little bit of Nightwing in there. See what that's going to be like. Annuals tend to be kind of odd one-shots typically. And sometimes I enjoy that. So, Next up, we have Stray Bullets, issue number 27. Or rather, Stray Bullets, Sunshine and Roses, issue number 27. Oh, look at the crazy faces. Excellent, excellent book, as always. Just excited to see where it travels me, what goes on with these characters, what Liz is up to, what Orson's up to, just all the different crazy stuff that goes on with them. Always just a wonder to read that book. Saga. Ooh. Issue number 46. I'm assuming we're seeing all this surgery stuff because, of course, in our story, Alana is looking to abort the fetus that she is carrying that is now dead inside of her and making her sick and stuff. So we'll see how that all plays out. Of course, that is also giving her magic powers too, which is really interesting. So curious to see where our story goes with this. As always, Saga is always a brilliant book, so no worries there. So this is more of the Heart of the Amazon. This is Wonder Woman issue number 29. I haven't been all that really excited by this. This has been pretty humdrum as far as the new Wonder Woman goes. So we'll see how this pans out. If it continues to be basically by the numbers, I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep ordering it and hoping that somebody else will have something exciting to say on the book besides just giving us a standard superhero affair. I'm getting spoiled, I guess. Even though it's superhero comics, I want it to be something more than just the mundane. Bank Shot, issue number 3 of 5. This is actually the last issue of this I'm getting. I did not enjoy issue number 1. Didn't really enjoy issue number 2 all that much. This will go to the bottom of my read pile. I'll get to it when I get to it. Maybe issue 3 turns it all around for me, but I just really didn't dig it a whole lot. So I don't know. A lot of assumption and pretext going into it, I guess, and then it's not really panning out to be whatever I thought it was. So, yeah. Oh, yes. There's nothing there. Issue number, 4? I continue to really dig this book. What you see on the cover is what you get inside to some degree. Well, I don't know if we're going to see her, wearing a bikini with no top, laying on a car. I have no idea. But anyway, our main character is kind of a socialite who somehow makes a living basically being like Instagrammed and paparazzi, and I think she comes from a rich family, so she's kind of like the pulse of pop culture, kind of a thing and whatnot. And she is seeing dead people. She is seeing ghosts, and there's some and really what she's seeing is she's seeing the ghosts of the people who have been murdered by a particular person. That person is really close to being where she is at. Potentially she could end up being a victim by that, if not her friends. We'll see what all happens. Like I said, I just really dig the artwork by Maria. Love it. I just like this kind of style. It's really interesting, and when it gets trippy with the eyeballs and whatnot, it gets really, really trippy and lots of fun. So Black Mask comic book I'm really quite enjoying. Next up we have Victor LaVey's The Destroyer, issue number 4 of 6. Really curious to see where this goes. Last issue we got the exposure of our the last descendant of Frankenstein has brought her 13-year-old child back to life. It seems like he's been alive kind of in a virtual sense for quite some time, but now he actually has a body. Going to see how that plays out. See where the original Frankenstein's monster, is he going to show up at some point in this? We'll see. I really love that cover. Love these hands that are reaching around, trying to grasp at him and stuff. I'm just real curious to see what it's being from here. I dig Frankenstein type stories, so plays on that I'm always looking forward to. So yeah, very much. Final issue of the second volume of Lady Killer. This is Lady Killer issue number 5. Wonderful Jolene Jones on art and on story. Colors by Michelle Madison, I believe. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this ends. It's been quite a while since we got the 4th issue. I mean, I think there's been like 3 or 4 of the deluxe format. Being Supergirl came out in between the two, so quite a healthy gap between them, but very much looking forward to checking this out and reading this and seeing what is going on with Josie. I believe her name is Josie. I want to say it's Josie anyway, and her kind of whole murder empire type thing that she's got going on. Really curious to see about that. Love that cover. Jolene Jones' art is just brilliant stuff. You go back and watch some of my videos long enough ago, even before she was doing this stuff. I was saying that she was going to be a mover and shaker, somebody to pay attention to. Kick myself for not having bought some original art of hers earlier in her career. And now she's an exclusive with DC. I think she's just gonna be big stuff all the way along. So always excited when she's doing art. Pick up anything pretty much if she's doing art on it. So next up we have Deadly Class, issue number 30. Man, very much looking forward to seeing what's going on with this. Where's our crew going now? On the run, away from the school. How does that all play out? I'm very much excited for it because I just really love Deadly Class. I love the characters in it. How much time are we going to spend with this group? How much time are we going to spend with Saya, who is stuck in Japan, kind of living out her nightmare? Yeah, really looking forward to reading that. That'll probably go towards the top of the list, if not the top of the list. Issue number 3 of Crosswind, the whole kind of Freaky Friday, stressed out, high anxiety, high imagination, young mother, body swaps with a career hitman. Well, he's a hitman. He's a muscle. for some organized crime group and whatnot. So, yeah, issue 1 was okay. Issue 2 was a lot of fun, seeing them kind of swapped and kind of taking on each other's roles. So we'll see where it goes from here. What's the story gonna be? Because we also have this kind of weird mystic element. There's some some guy we only see him from, like, his nose down and his lower jaw, him talking on the phone or whatever. He's got some mystic play and having something to do with swapping these people out. So what is that part of the story? Pretty much eyeballing, looking at, picking up like the first 6 issues of it, seeing if that plays out the story, and then is there going to be more, and do I want that more? One of the other one-shots. This is Darkseid, issue number 1. This is the oversized special. It's also got an OMAC in it, which is cool, and of course a classic Kirby bonus backup in it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to seeing some people write some Darkseid stuff, see how that works out. Is it interesting or not? I dig the cover with the subtle Omega symbol there. Well, it's not really that subtle, but just how it happens to be the shape of things and whatnot. That's cool. So yeah, be checking out. I haven't been super excited by most of these. I'm kind of looking forward to this one just because, the characters, see what some of those people are going to do with it. There's some good artists in there, so should have some decent art. Nothing else. Yes, BPRD The Devil issue number 2. I'm really excited for this. Lawrence Campbell does some great BPRD work, art-wise on this. I believe that we're going to get some Abe Sapien maybe in this. I'm excited to have Abe Sapien and Liz Sherman back together. They're like best of buds, so I'm excited for that aspect of it. And just really excited for have BPRD back. I love the BPRD world, the cast of characters, even the minor ones end up having real important parts to play and stuff and whatnot, and so I dig all of that. So here's another one of the Kirby one-shots. This is Black Racer and Shiloh Norman, an oversized special. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. I'm really curious to see, of course, a Kirby classic in there. But yeah, I'm just really curious to see what they're going to do with Black Racer. It happens to be a character I don't know tons about. I've seen some incredible artwork of Kirby's with Black Racer in it. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, be checking out. I'm actually really curious about that one. Animosity issue number 9. As we are running away from some bad stuff here. So we've got our little girl here, and she is going with this kind of, I don't know, he's kind of a hippie granola kind of a guy, who's peace, love, and animals before the whole animosity thing happened, before the awakening. And he's just trying to get along with everybody and whatnot. So curious to see where the story goes from here. Like I said, I've been really enjoying it. I like the concept, like the idea of it. At least I hope I do, right? Because there's like 3 or 4 different versions of this book that I'm reading. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And another book I'm super excited to be reading, Black Magic, is now back. Issue number 7, I think we're now going to jump into the storyline. The book had of course, a year-plus hiatus because the creators were all off doing Wonder Woman. They come back from a single issue number 6, which is kind of a history of Rowan, our main character, our policeman detective who is also a witch. So we kind of a backstory of her becoming a witch, what that entails, the weight that puts on her, and now I'm assuming we're back up to our current time with the murders that are going on. There's some weird kind of a group of almost monster-like people who are players in potentially hunting these witches down. The witches think that it's a sect that is hunting them, that's been hunting them for forever. So all real curious to see how that plays. Wonderful, wonderful Nicholas Scott art with the occasional dab of color in it. Mostly it's blacks and whites and grays and all the hues of those colors. So yeah, good stuff, good stuff. And finally, after a delay, it is Batman All-Star issue number 13. I hear there's another massive delay after this one for us to get to the end of the first Ally story arc. I'm just kind of, I like the Alfred parts, but I'm getting tired of of All-Star Batman. So I think it's going to end soonish. So I'm kind of hanging around for that. Plus, I do want to finish the first Ally stuff because I do like the Pennyworth aspects of the story, if nothing else. So yeah, that's it. 17 books. Looking forward to reading them. I'm going to go drink some tea, read some books. No, there was no roundtable last week. There will be a comic book roundtable this week. Hell or high water. I will be there. We'll see who else is there. And I'll talk about some of these books. Who knows? We'll talk about whatever else. Whatever else is up to be talking about and whatnot. I'm not really up on any news, so I don't know if there's anything as far as that kind of thing goes. But anyway, have a great one, everybody. I hope you got awesome books this week, even if it was the 5th week and supposedly no books come out. I got 17. Who knew? And we'll catch you next week if nothing else. Have a great one.